OTR SuperSprint, and we have got through the weekend. Congratulations to Mr. 300 in the middle, Shane Van Gisbergen, 300 points and an awesome drive today. Really entertaining stuff in the rain. Cam Waters chasing him home for another podium, and Brodie Kostecki very good in the rain as always. Let's start with Shane. You said yesterday that it was a shame that you didn't get to have much of a battle on the racetrack. Well, you certainly got what you wanted today. That was just so entertaining. What was it like from the driver's seat?
Firstly, correct you, it was 315 points, which is pretty
good
cool.
Point. Yep.
But that race was really fun. I was laughing a lot and then trying to have to concentrate as well. And then be mindful that Cam doesn't really care. He just wants to win the race. So I was trying to, race clean, and he was, every time I passed him, he'd pass me back cleanly. So yeah, I was having a ball. It was really cool.
How much skill and effort goes into that, and how much of that do you have to rely on the driver next to you, a guy as good as Cam, to be able to put on a show like that?
A lot. Mainly at the start, I was just doing what he did. This track's very hard to read when it's wet, so I was just trying to follow exactly what he did in the train tracks, but do it better, brake a little bit later, try and use the grip a bit more, because he was laying some nice train tracks. And then when I get out front, I lost that, and I wouldn't have any confidence, and he passed me straight back. So it took a bit to get it figured out, and yeah, we had a bit of fun doing it.
Holden wrapped up the Champion Manufacturer Award this weekend already with 5 to go, which is impressive. We saw what you did with the flag at Bathurst a couple of years ago. Just your thoughts on finishing off the chapter in style. Yeah,
it still means a lot to a lot of people and the Holden fans, so it's really cool to represent that. And we've got some big races coming up. Obviously Bathurst, last time at Pukekohe, which Holden's had some pretty good success there. And then, of course, the Clipsal at the end of the year is going to be mega, so hopefully we can send the Holden out in a good way.
We'll probably get a chance to talk a bit more about this at Sandown, but in case we don't, your thoughts on Pukekohe and how important it would be for you to win that race there that weekend, particularly the last one?
I guess it would be great to win. The thing you race there for is the JR trophy, so yeah, it's some of the biggest emotions I've ever had, getting that trophy and having his parents there presented and know what it means or what he meant to so many people in the field. And yeah, racing at Pookie is special, but getting to race in JR's honour is amazing too.
Thanks, mate. Well said.
Cheers.
Take it over to Cam. And a really good drive, mate. Just your thoughts on the battle with Shane and the, I lost count how many times you guys swapped the lead. It was just awesome.
Had a heap of fun at the start of the race. Just trying to work out where the grip was. Drive the car as good as I could. Shane had a bit more front, but I had probably a bit more drive. So just trying to drive it to its strength. But awesome to have a lunge at him and crisscross and get him back. And about 10 laps in, my screen fogged up and I kind of couldn't really see all the train lines which you had to kind of hit. So a little bit in that, but Shane was pretty quick as well. So I would have liked to go after him for a few more laps, but is what it is.
Can you remember a weekend in your time at Tickford where you've had so many amazing highs and so many crazy lows in one weekend with what happened to Tom today, but also front row lockout and Zach Best and all the cool stuff that happened?
Probably 2015 Bathurst with Chaz. That was a pretty up and down weekend. So I guess this weekend with Tom, it's massive shame for him. He had an awesome job, putting it second and qualifying so well, and then he had the clutch issue or stalled it or whatever actually happened. I haven't spoke to him, but it's a real shame, and the car's pretty beaten up. So Tom as well will be pretty upset. So he'll be right. He'll bounce back, and he's fast, which is the main thing.
Zach's had his 2 wild cards now, and he's certainly got just about every kind of experience he could possibly imagine. What do you think he will take away from this weekend?
I think he'll be pretty happy with himself this weekend. Obviously, there was the tyre batch debate and all that stuff happening, but today he bounced back and qualified 7th for that second race, which kind of put all the haters to ease. So that was cool for him. I think he learnt quite a lot from Darwin to this weekend. He really stepped up and did an amazing job, and not just him, but the whole wildcard crew at Tickford did a really good job this weekend.
Well done, mate. Congratulations on a good result today.
Thanks.
Go over to Brodie Kostecki, and I know the guys next to you have a lot of dirt track racing experience, speedway and rally, but not so much dirt track for you. I just want to know where your experience or skill with wet weather conditions comes from.
I think probably just enjoying it, really, to be honest. So some people dread when it starts raining, and you just got to enjoy it, really. So yeah, I had a lot of fun out there. Couldn't see shit for about 5 or 6 laps because my screen was fully fogged. But yeah, once it sort of cleared up and I was able to see the train tracks, like Cam said, was able to pass a few cars and a few of them ran off as well. So yeah, the car was great in the rain, and yeah, we had really good pace all weekend, and the races just didn't qualify too well. So we just need to tune that up moving on to Sandown.
A tough pit stop in the second race of the weekend, the first one today. It all sort of didn't matter in the end because you had contact on the racetrack anyway. But how do you guys at Erebus go away from this one and just sort of debrief it and figure out what needs to be done to fix it?
Yeah, we have either really fast stops or we have a bit of a blunder. So yeah, just need to tune that up a little bit. And everyone makes mistakes. So we're we're working on it as hard as we can. And the boys are practicing pretty much every day at the workshop at 4 o'clock. So they're definitely putting in the effort. But yeah, we'll just clean up a few procedural things and try to stop stuff like that from happening.
Okay, mate. Well done on an awesome weekend and a very well earned podium. We'll open it up to the journos.
Shane, the championship, you're now over a round ahead.
Yep.
That must be, well, comforting to say the least.
It's a pretty cool feeling, yeah.
Make you more confident about your prospects for the title?
Well, the only thing I think about is Bathurst. I want to go to Bathurst and not care about the championship and just the race. So, yeah, I'll try and just keep pushing and building that lead. And if you it's pretty awesome to have such a lead. That is comforting going into Bathurst. I can have a shot, and if it all goes wrong, it's still okay for the couple of rounds after that.
Mm-hmm. And you said you enjoyed the racing. Normally you say you don't enjoy racing in the wet.
I don't.
You still don't?
No, I hate it, yeah.
Well, you're so good at it.
I'm good at it, but, the 3 guys up here are the 3 guys with dirt racing experience, There's a reason we're up here, we've grown up not being scared of sliding around. I know how to do it, I know where the grip's going to be, but I don't enjoy it. I'd rather it was dry.
Okay. And Cam, while I'm here, how do you feel about making a bid for the title? Do you think you're still in contention, or is it just too far away now?
I think at the moment there's not much point thinking about it. We've got to be winning races, and I guess Shane nailed it. Bathurst is 300 points, so a lot to offer there if it goes your way or not. So, yeah, we just got to keep focusing on the race car, going after Shane, winning races and not coming second and fourth all the time. So that's what we've got to do.
Brody, big result obviously to get back on the podium. Been an up and down year, but I know that's a bit of a one-off situation with the conditions. But anything out of that you think is going forward, going to make a difference and get you back up there in all conditions?
Yeah, we had a really good race car the whole weekend in the dry. I think I was the biggest mover for most of the races, but yeah, just unfortunately qualified like crap. So didn't really turn the tyre on too well, and then when we did turn it on, it was we lost the tyre halfway through the lap. So Will sort of worked it out, and his engineer, the last qualifying session. So something we'll be able to look back on for when we come back here in the future when it's cold like this. So, but definitely lots of positives. We haven't had a really good race car the last couple of rounds, but it was really good this weekend. So, yeah, there's definitely things we can take from here and, put them in the notebook for next time we come back.
Shane and Brody, you both come from the Paul Morris School of Racing in some ways. Do either of you guys run spotters at the start of the race to help with stalled cars and things like that?
No, I don't, but yeah, it would definitely be a positive. We got obviously the light system, but that's pretty sort of useless. At the start, it come on when I was at turn 2, I believe it said car was stalled. So yeah, it would probably be worth putting some flaggies back out. Would definitely help.
Shane, your thoughts on it was a big incident, but two drivers thankfully able to walk away, and good signs of how far the cars have come since what happened with Carl Reindler in Perth, and also the onward quest for future safety in Gen 3.
Yeah, I think we have, as Brody touched on, though, we have these systems for a stalled car, but it got to turn 2 before I got the warnings and stuff. Like, it's obviously not working that well, the flag system. But yeah, normally there'd be all the marshals on the pit wall with the yellows and stuff like that. There was none of that, So Andre probably didn't have as much warning as he could have. But yeah, we saw at Perth what happened. I think these new cars have been good, and then the next ones will be even better, especially for repairing as well after a shunt. So yeah, safety is always getting better, but yeah, it can get better too.
Copy that. Brody, Sandown's next. It's a track where you picked up your first podium. Your thoughts about returning to Sandown?
Yeah, Sandown's my favourite track, so pretty excited to go back there, and got to work on a few things. It's pretty similar to Townsville in a way, and we didn't do too well there. So hopefully we can sort of fix that up, and it's on a super soft tyre as well. So pretty excited to go back there, and it's where I got my first win in Super 2 as well. So hopefully get to run good there as well.
And Cam, home of your first Supercars win as well, Sandown. Your thoughts about getting a home race?
Can't wait. I love Sandown. Get to sleep in my own bed, which is a bonus. And obviously won my first race there, so bring it on.
Shane, any chance we could give you a little wild card to the E-Series on Wednesday night? Do you race Brody?
If it's an oval and I don't have a camera, I'll do it.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Points leader, Brody. Just a quick one about the E-Series, and hopefully another strong run for you on Wednesday.
I need someone good to race. So if Cam and Shane want to come, that'd be good. I'm getting quite bored.
What are you doing Wednesday, Cam?
I'll be at the snow, probably drinking because it's my birthday.
Happy birthday then. Awesome. Enjoy that, mate. Guys, thank you very much. Best of luck at Sandown.
Thanks.